Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss about XSS attack and solve few challenges. So what is XSS attack and what are the types? XSS is called cross-site scripting attacks happens when attacker inject malicious JavaScript into the web application. This allows the attacker to steal information and in some cases carry out action on behalf of the victim. This attack is a client-side attack, that means anyhow the payload or the JavaScript will be executed at the user browser. There are three types of XSS attacks and we will cover one by one. Reflected XSS. In reflected XSS, the injected payload is processed by the server and reflected back to the victim. In most of the cases, the payload is injected in the URL parameter and trick the victim to click on the URL. Also, in some cases, the web application reflects the payload injected in the body parameter. We call this as self-XSS because there is no way an attacker can perform the reflected XSS as of now. Stored XSS. In stored XSS, the injected payload is processed by the server and stored in the database. The payload gets executed in the user browser whenever the user visits to the website. This affects all the users of the website. DOM XSS. In DOM XSS, the injected payload manipulates the browser's document object model and gets executed. This does not require any server-side interaction. Let's visit to the challenge site. This is our first challenge and we can see a input field here. Let's add a hi to the input field. See, the server reflected back the input and the same input can be marked in the URL with the payload parameter. So let's inject our payload in the URL. The payload is reflected back by the server and executed in the browser. This is our second challenge and we cannot see any input field or parameter. Let's analyze the source code of the web page. Windows.add event line, the callback function is getting executed when the load event occurs. The variable queue location.hash.substring1 takes the data from the URL after the hash symbol. Inner HTML is a DOM element in JavaScript property that allows to set the HTML content inside an element. Let's check. We need to refresh the page to ensure the existence of the element after the DOM loading. Let's inject our payload after the hash value. Once we refresh the page, our DOM XSS payload is executed. This is the third challenge. Let's inject a payload. See, the payload is processed and returned back but not executed. Now let's analyze the code. The line starts with escape equal to takes the injected payload or input from the get request and applies the HTML special character. That means the HTML escaping validation is preventing the payload to be executed. Let's bypass the validation by using a polyglot script or payload. The script starts with by declaring itself a JavaScript. Next, the sequence of several HTML closing tags. Then the SVG element with onload event and a simple plus slash obfuscation of the alert statement. Don't worry, the JavaScript is valid one. Let's try it. Yes, the script got executed. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.